whole life.
You are an Atlanta Hawk. You are home. What does it sound like to hear Dwight Howard, Atlanta Hawks?
I think it's like a blessing, a big blessing to be able to play at home. I know when I was younger, I used to, have Hawks jerseys and just imagine playing for my hometown team. And, now I'm actually playing for the team, so it's kind of surreal. I don't know what to think right now.
Why do you think playing at home is going to be good for you?
Well, the main thing for me was just wanting to be somewhere where people just really believed in me. And, from the top, with the owners and the coaches and, a lot of the players, they just have that belief that we can do something great. And that's what, really intrigued me about, coming to the Hawks, and just to see the direction of where the team is going. It just made me want to be a part of it.
What's behind the need for a new number?
It's really just a new beginning for me. It has a biblical meaning, but it's just something that in my spirit I felt like I wanted to just change from where I was at in my career and try to make the latter part of my career greater than the first part.
How will you look back on your time with the Rockets?
I thought it started out really good, and it just didn't end the way we all wanted it to in Houston. I really had to endure a lot of things, a lot of heartaches, a lot of things that were being said about me publicly that I knew wasn't true. But I really had to learn how to endure those things, and really it just made me stronger.
What things have been said have bothered you the most?
The one thing that, just really I hate to hear with a passion is people say I'm a cancer in the locker room. And, I'm a guy that wants to separate and divide, a team. And I've never been that way my whole life. Just to hear that word cancer, it pisses me off, to be honest with you. I think for the longest I allowed negativity to consume who I was, and I stopped being, who I was, and I stopped being this happy person, this person that loved to, enjoy the game of basketball, have a passion for it.
How hard is it to be labeled a bad guy? The first 6, 7, 8 years of your career, you were a darling.
For 8 years, I was having fun, and then I allowed, the bad things or the negative things people would say to cloud my mind. I just want to leave all that stuff behind me. And I know people want to talk about it and why this and why that. But everybody's had a past. Everybody has had skeletons in their closet. And, I have done my best to try to clean out my closet. So now I can just start new, start fresh, and be the Dwight that I have longed to be, my whole life.
You are an Atlanta Hawk. You are home. What does it sound like